Over the last couple of years, Dreamland has actually gone through quite a few changes. And since its recent reopening to the public, I'd say some extreme ones at that. I'm about to take you on a tour of the amusement park and its progress so far. We're now right opposite the beach area and about to head into the Dreamland Amusement Park via the Hall by the Sea Road, which was the actual name of the building before it became the cinema. It's a nice touch. This slope leading to the entrance will be a familiar sight to the thousands of people that have come this way in the past. It's all still a work in progress, which seems to get better every time I see it. They still have the same floor tiles, but something tells me not for long. They spent millions and millions on this project and still going through many improvements. This is the arcade tunnel main entrance leading into the park itself, and to the right is the newly refurbished ballroom that once was and is again. Over the back there is the rollerblade skating arena. They had something similar many years ago in the same place. The Scenic Railway has been completely rebuilt, as well as the trains that run on it. And there's the new entrance, minus the pay booths, because now they've made it completely free to enter and just pay for the rides either individually or a wristband, I believe. We'll start by the Scenic Railway and take a look down this little area. I must say I do like the landscaping that is starting to take shape. All the trees and plants, they're all quite small at the moment, but even so, it adds atmosphere. What I do like is the palm trees on the right. Gives it a sort of tropical feel. Obviously the type of tree that handles the cold weathers as well. And instead of the caterpillar down there, he's been repainted into an elongated bee. There's a teacup ride complete with teapot for the younger ones. Now just over the back behind this yellow fencing is a very large stage being built. You can see the 4 tall girders that will be holding it up. This is being built for near future events. As I say, it's still a work in progress and it does seem to be coming together quite quickly now. Now we're wandering around the side of the Helter Skelter here. They've added some observation areas, which is a nice touch. This is one of them right here. I think they call this the Treetop. Get a good look at the Magic Mouse coaster. It's the same principle as any wild mouse ride, except this one just spins. While we're up there, there's also a bar in the other section, and all around the edges are different types of plants, which looks pretty good. The dodgems have been moved from the lower end to here. They're right next to where all the concerts are going to be in the future. Something else I noticed was how clean it is. I hope it stays that way somehow. It was Walt Disney himself that once observed how far people were prepared to walk before they discarded the litter on the ground. And it wasn't very far, so he decided to install lots of bins reasonably close to each other at his Disneyland parks, and it seems to do the job. It does seem to be enough adequate amount of bins about here, and it does make all the difference. I noticed that all the rides and stalls have a uniform design on them. It's a good idea. Dreamland back in the 1950s and 60s had a main colour scheme. It was red and white, and that worked pretty well. There's several names for this type of ride. The more popular are the Twister, Super Twist, or like this one, the Cyclone. Vintage colours are good. I see the Jets have lost the blue rocket centrepiece. I guess it's being repainted. There's never been a stage like this in Dreamland before. It's not as big as the other one we saw earlier, but it's still pretty big. Also, they've added this circular grass area, which looks really cool. There's been a great deal of effort and thought into the landscaping. Dreamland sign looking like the Hollywood Hills there. If you don't want to be sitting on the grass, there's several seating areas about, and anyone who finds it difficult to climb up the steps, there is a slope to the right. I've never ever seen Dreamland looking like this before. It's very different and impressive too. It'll most definitely draw the crowds, especially during the hot weather and of course all the concerts that are coming up. This leads to the slope that takes you to the lower area and takes us past the very old building known as the Folly. This also belonged to the Sanger's family, together with all the cages over the other side. This was when it was once a zoo, come circus, back in the 1800s. It's all steeped in history over here. It'll be interesting to see just how this all develops as time goes on. For the first time in a long time, I can now actually feel atmosphere to the place. Good atmosphere as well. Here's the side of the giant slide. looks like there are several bars here on site. I do like all the wooden panelling. This ride, the Speedway, is the same type of design to a waltzer, except the cars don't spin. It'll be more popular with the younger ones, no doubt, but it's an old traditional funfair ride that's been restored. There used to be a giant wheel in the centre of the top area at one time. This isn't quite so big, but it's high enough. It's more of an observation wheel, and you get some of the best views from miles around. We're going to take a look at the park at night in a moment. So let's start with the cinema entrance building, which has just had a complete overhaul and turned back into its original 1950s look. Here it is. I'm going to leave you with some shots I took of the park last winter. It'll give you some idea of what it looks like at night. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you all on YouTube.